Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We have here page number 12 of the Qaida, which shows us some words, and the diagrams show exactly how each letter has been broken down in order to understand which letters are in each word. So we will go through these examples to see exactly which letters are in the words. So the first word we have here is alif, lam, lam, and ha. As we can see, the letters have been written in different colors in order to show where each letter starts and finishes. So here we have alif, lam, lam, and ha. Again, in our previous lessons, we have learnt that lam would be straight and round. Then we have the second lam in the middle, which has these two lines which would come across, and then we have ha. And even to make it even more easier, here they have been singled out and exactly shown what they would look like, where we have done our previous lessons, and it showed when we had the beginning and middle and end. So moving on to the next letter, the next word, we have lam, ain, jim, and lam. And again, very self-explanatory and very easily has been explained and shown how each letter is different and how it can join to make the word that it has been made there. Next one, we have sometimes this can be difficult to see which letter should be read first, but the one which is on top is the letter which should be read first. So we have the letter on top here, which is the one which has been colored in black, and again the dot is black as well, so that means that letter is with that. So it would be whichever letter has one dot at the bottom, and as we know, it is the letter ba, which then gives us the second letter, which again with the shape would say ha. And again here the next letter, with it being round, as we remember from our previous lesson, that whenever we have a small kind of shape which is rounded, it is the letter mim, and finally the letter dal. So this full word would be ba, ha, mim, and dal. And here you can see how it has been fully explained. Moving on to the next one, very simple and easy one. First letter, sin, ha, ra. Over here again, so we look at the one which is on top, which is ba. Then we see this next one, which is kha. And finally, the last letter is sin, ba, kha, sin. Here we have again a line which it can be mistaken for alif, but again, golden rule, we remember the alif will never join on to anything afterwards. So we have lam, ha, and qaf. Moving on to the next one, we have noon, ba, ya, and again ha, jim, ta. So we learned in the previous lesson with our explanation of all of the identity of letters that this is the round ta, which has just been introduced. So it has the shape of the ha, but with it having the two dots on top is mentioned and is called the round ta, ha, jim, ta. Moving on, we have qaf, sin, and again this is rounded, so it would be the letter mim, and ta, qaf, sin, mim, ta. Moving on, we have the letter noon, jim, and again this one, is it lam or is it alif? The way we always ask ourselves is, where is the line going? Is there anything coming after, or is it at the end? We see it's at the end, which means it has to be the letter alif. Next one, mim, noon. This letter here, it can be a bit of a confusion. With it being pointy, it is the letter ha, and we see here this is one of the ways that the letter ha, the small ha, can be written. So we have mim, noon, ha, and mim at the end. And finally, alif, dad, ha, and kaf. Just one side note to remember for every lesson that we are doing, especially when it comes to the recognition of the letters, when pronouncing every letter that we are pronouncing, we make sure to pronounce in the correct way. So for example, when we have the dad, to repeat it and to say it with a full mouth, dad. When we have ha, to get into the practice of always reading and saying it the way that it should be pronounced. So ha should be coming from the throat. Jazakallah, and see you in the next video.